Have you ever felt that sinking feeling in your stomach, wondering what is really happening behind those encrypted chat screens? You see the online status, you see the typing bubbles, but you have no idea what the conversation actually says. Most people think WhatsApp is an unhackable fortress, a digital vault that no one can enter without a physical key. They are wrong. In the next few minutes, I am going to pull back the curtain on the invisible methods used to bridge the gap between two devices. I will show you exactly how the architecture of mobile messaging can be exploited to mirror data in real time. This isn't about basic tricks. This is about the high-level logic of remote synchronization that professionals use to stay one step ahead. Before we dive into these powerful methodologies, I must state that this video is for educational purposes only. We do not advise or encourage anyone to use the information provided in this video to infiltrate someone's privacy or violate any terms of service. Security awareness is the only goal here. If you find yourself needing more resources or specific help with your digital setup, make sure you check the pinned comment or the video description for more details immediately after watching. Now, before we reveal the first phase of the synchronization exploit, I want to ask you a question. If you could see any deleted message right now, would you actually want to know the truth? Drop a comment below and let me know. Also, if you want to stay updated on the fastest fixes in the tech world, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now. To understand how to read messages from another phone, you first have to understand the ghost mirror principle. Most users assume that WhatsApp is tied strictly to a SIM card. While that is true for the initial handshake, the data itself travels through a relay server. By intercepting the relay's unique identification token, a secondary device can essentially trick the server into thinking it is the primary host. This isn't about entering a password, it's about session hijacking. When you look at the linked devices feature, you're seeing the official version of this, but the unofficial version involves cloning the MAC address of the target device. When the MAC address of phone A matches phone B, the network packets don't know which device to go to, so they often broadcast to both. This creates a parallel stream where data flows into two funnels simultaneously. So, think about the way WebSockets function. They create a persistent connection between the client and the server. If that socket is mirrored through a third-party API or, a modified script, the messages don't just land on the target phone, they echo onto a secondary interface. This is exactly why you see so many specialized tools claiming they can do this with just a phone number. But, honestly, they aren't actually hacking the number. They're just trying to trigger a remote backup restoration to a virtual cloud drive that they control. If you can redirect the cloud backup destination, you basically own the history of the conversation. It's a brilliant and honestly, kind of terrifying use of the very features meant to keep our data safe. If this is blowing your mind so far, make sure to like this video and share it with someone who, needs to be more aware of their mobile security. We're building a community here at Fastest Fix, and your support helps us keep bringing you these deep dives. Let's talk about the SS7 protocol vulnerability for a second. This is really the holy grail of remote access. The SS7 protocol is basically the backbone of how cellular networks communicate. By exploiting a weakness in the way SMS verification codes are routed, an interceptor can actually capture the registration code before it even reaches the target phone. Once that code is intercepted, the account can be initialized on a virtual machine. At that point, the original user might not even notice because the session remains active on their end, while the interceptor is silently pulling the entire chat database from the server. This is why, honestly, two-factor authentication is no longer an option. It's a necessity. But even then, if a man-in-the-middle attack is executed via a malicious Wi-Fi hotspot, those 2FA tokens can be sniffed out in plain sight. You're not just looking at a screen. You're looking at a vulnerability in the way humans trust technology. As we move into the final phase of understanding these remote monitoring strategies, just remember that the best defense is knowing how the attack is structured. The more you understand the logic of packet sniffing and token duplication, the less likely you are to fall victim to these invisible threads. We've covered a lot of ground today, from MAC cloning to protocol exploitation. If you've made it this far, you clearly value your digital intelligence. Don't forget to check the description for those extra resources I mentioned earlier. Stay safe, stay secure, and keep your eyes on the data.